In the dead of night, a mother's footsteps echoed softly through the silent halls of her home, each step a whispered prayer for the safety of her child. Olivia's heart raced with anticipation as she approached the nursery, the warmth of maternal love enveloping her like a comforting embrace. But as she pushed open the door and stepped inside, her world crumbled beneath her feet. The crib, once a sanctuary of sweet dreams and gentle slumber, lay empty, devoid of the precious bundle of joy that should have been nestled within. Olivia's breath caught in her throat as her eyes fell upon the eerie sight that awaited her. A porcelain doll, with its delicate features frozen in an expressionless mask, lying in the center of the crib. For a moment, time stood still as Olivia's mind struggled to comprehend the horror unfolding before her. This couldn't be real. It must be some kind of twisted nightmare, a figment of her overwrought imagination. But as she reached out to touch the doll, its cold porcelain skin sent a shiver down her spine, grounding her in the chilling reality of the moment. With a strangled cry of disbelief, Olivia stumbled backward, her heart pounding in her chest like a trapped bird desperate to break free. Panic clawed at her throat as she frantically scanned the room, searching for any sign of her missing child. In a frenzy of fear and desperation, Olivia tore through every corner of the nursery, her hands trembling as she overturned blankets and toys in a frantic search for her daughter. But the room remained stubbornly empty, the only sound echoing through the silence the frantic beat of Olivia's own heart. With a trembling hand pressed to her lips to stifle the sobs threatening to escape, Olivia staggered out of the nursery and into the hallway, her mind reeling with disbelief and terror. How could this have happened? Where had her baby gone? Her voice cracked as she called out her daughter's name, each desperate plea reverberating through the empty halls like a haunting echo. But there was no response, no reassuring cry to pierce the suffocating silence that enveloped her. Determined to find answers, Olivia's thoughts turned to her husband, David, who was away on a business trip. With trembling fingers, she dialed his number, her heart pounding in her chest as she waited for him to pick up. But as the line clicked ominously into voicemail, a cold sense of dread settled in the pit of her stomach. Alone and consumed by fear, Olivia's mind raced with 1,000 unanswered questions. Had someone broken into the house and taken her baby? Or was this the work of something far more sinister, something beyond the realm of comprehension? As the minutes stretched into hours, Olivia's desperation grew, fueled by the gnawing fear that time was slipping away with each passing moment. With trembling hands, she reached for her phone once more, her fingers fumbling as she dialed the number for the police, her voice trembling as she recounted the events that had unfolded in the nursery. Days turned into nights, and still, there was no sign of the missing baby. Olivia's world became a blur of relentless searching and sleepless nights haunted by the ghostly presence of the doll. Its eyes seemed to follow her wherever she went, casting an ominous shadow over her every move. Strange occurrences plagued the house, as if the very walls held secrets too dark to comprehend. Objects moved of their own accord, whispers echoed through empty rooms, and a chill settled deep into Olivia's bones, refusing to relent its grip. Was this the work of something supernatural, or was Olivia's mind simply unraveling under the weight of her grief and fear? With each passing day, the line between reality and nightmare blurred, leaving Olivia teetering on the edge of madness. But amidst the chaos and despair, a flicker of determination ignited within her, a spark of hope that refused to be extinguished. Driven by an unyielding resolve to uncover the truth, Olivia delved deeper into the mysteries shrouding her home, leaving no stone unturned in her quest for answers. But the more she uncovered, the more elusive the truth became, slipping through her fingers like grains of sand in an hourglass. As Olivia delved deeper into the mysteries shrouding her home, she uncovered a truth more horrifying than she could have ever imagined. Long-buried secrets rose to the surface, revealing a history of tragedy and loss that stretched back through generations. And at the heart of it all lay the sinister presence of the doll, a cursed relic bound to the souls of those it had claimed. With the help of a reluctant ally, a mysterious occultist who held the key to breaking the doll's curse, Olivia embarked on a perilous journey into the unknown. But time was running out, and the darkness closing in around them threatened to consume everything in its path. Armed with newfound knowledge and a glimmer of hope, Olivia confronted the malevolent force that had taken root in her home. With every ounce of strength she possessed, she challenged the darkness, refusing to back down in the face of overwhelming odds. In a final, desperate bid to save her daughter, Olivia confronted the malevolent force that had taken root in her home. With the help of the occultist, she uncovered the dark truth behind the doll's curse, a curse born of jealousy and rage, and fueled by the pain of those who had been wronged. With the knowledge of generations past guiding her, Olivia stood face to face with the entity that had haunted her nightmares, her heart filled with a fierce determination to protect her child at any cost. With a trembling hand, she reached out and seized the doll, its porcelain skin cold beneath her touch. Closing her eyes, she whispered a prayer for strength, drawing upon the power within her to confront the darkness that threatened to consume them all. And in that moment of truth, Olivia unleashed a force more powerful than she could have ever imagined, a force born of love and sacrifice. With a blinding flash of light, the curse was broken, and the darkness that had held her captive for so long was banished from her home forever, shattering the curse and banishing the evil that had held her captive for so long. As the darkness receded, a sense of peace washed over her, filling the void left behind by fear and despair. As the dawn broke over the horizon, Olivia emerged from the shadows, her daughter safe in her arms once more. Those scars remained, both seen and unseen. They bore witness to a journey of courage, resilience, and the unbreakable bond between a mother and her child. And though the echoes of the past lingered in the corners of her mind, Olivia knew that she had emerged from the darkness stronger than ever before, ready to face whatever trials the future may hold. For in the depths of her heart, she carried the light of hope, a beacon guiding her through even the darkest of nights.